Listen, there are moments in time, every trader knows this, that you're going to go through periods of drawdown and you're going to go through periods of extreme success. So whether it's drawdown or extreme success, you've got to learn how to deal and manage and accept and acknowledge the emotions that you're going to go through. Having a drawdown is part of the business. You're not always going to go in a linear line straight up. You're going to have these little peaks and valleys as you rise and grow with your account. Ideally, that's the way you want to grow. It's just kind of like a trending portfolio, but you will go through periods of time. One thing I love about the futures is if there's a market that I just don't like, whether it's oil, whether it's beans, that's currently kind of in a range, I kind of wait for that range to change, and I don't trade them. So that's one of the ways that I deal with it. If market's not behaving the way that I see it, or I don't see trades or opportunities, I don't have to play. The same thing happens if I'm in a market that is trending very strongly because of outside influences like we're in right now, where you've got 2 weeks plus of a market government shutdown, or not a market shutdown, but a government shutdown, which is affecting the way a normal market would trade. In other words, it's not trading very it's not a normal situation we are in. Obviously, this is a situation that is influenced by outside influencers that is making it difficult to trade a market. It is not a normal liquidity transparency type situation because we don't know. We have no information as far as what's going on behind Congress and Senate with the president and the government shutdown right now. So when you have less information and less transparency and less liquidity, it makes it more difficult to trade. And so getting back to the situation that I talked about, when you go through periods of drawdown, is it because you're style drifting, you're not doing what you normally do? Are the trades actually there? Are you forcing the trade? Are you doing things that aren't normal in your everyday trading world? Do you have outside things in your personal life that are affecting the way that you trade? So these are the types of questions that you really need to ask yourself, and they're difficult. And again, this game of trading is probably the most internal that you're ever going to go through. You're battling yourself every day. You're not battling, again, somebody on the other side on the bid ask. You're battling yourself. And so if you have outside influencers that are different than normal, if the market has outside influencers, and you're going through a period of extreme elation or drawdown, you need to really check yourself. Is this a market that you want to be playing in? And take some time away. Give yourself a break. So how you deal with these both emotions of highs and lows that come with this business, and accepting those and acknowledging those is really going to be the key to your future success. So think about this as you're going forward as a trader. How do you deal with the emotions of a drawdown? How do you deal with the emotions of doing extremely well for periods of time? Because you will go through both of these in a trading career, and I've gone through both of these cycles. And cycles happen in business, they happen in trading, they happen in life. It's not always linear. I'm happy all the time. It's not always linear. I'm in a downturn all the time. So understand that accepting that both of these cycles are good and they're bad, and you have to accept them, and they're going to be part of doing business. This is what will make you most successful, is how to deal and accept and acknowledge your emotions while in the game of trading.